What's good, y'all? Meditations, chapter review 3 and 4. Just went over 1 and 2. It's just stacking a lot on concepts of debt and lessons, and just the understanding that we should not allow for others' negative actions to impact our high frequencies, our high vibrations. So I think that'll just keep getting built on. My chair broke last time, so yeah, I'll show you. But it's still a beautiful day outside, so we still recording. Telling y'all the last video, I was feeling a little under the weather today physically, so I just thought there's no better time than to start recording some long form content, because I mean normally right about now I'm at the gym just trying to get some work in, so I normally just might as well get some long form content in today if I'm not going to be doing that, which it's always a good day to get the mind right. So now we're going to start from the top of chapter 3. Not just that every day more of our life is used up and less of it is left, but that too. But if we live longer, can we be sure our mind will still be up to understanding the world, to the contemplation that aims at divine and human knowledge? I think this is actually a perfect day for me to be reading this, because even if I'm not feeling up to it mentally, can my mind still sustain itself? Can my mind still have these deep thoughts and these deep conversations with itself? And I think oftentimes when we're feeling a little bit down physically, or we're feeling a little sick, we think, oh, our mind must be feeling that. But in reality, it's more so just our body. And our mind actually is strong enough to get through that and still learn, still engage, still get smarter throughout the day, even if we're not feeling the best, which is something that you could look at as almost an obstacle. Being sick, quote unquote, is kind of like an obstacle, but in reality it's like just giving your body time to rest. If you look at it, it's just like, oh, I'm never gonna get better. It's like, no, you just need to, it's a sign from the universe that I just need to let my body rest for a little bit. I told myself last week I probably should have taken a day off, but I didn't. So now it's like catching up to me. So it's beautiful how your body can regulate itself. It can tell you like, oh, I need to chill a little bit. I need a little time to relax. So then I can still gain everything from these lessons that I'm learning, because I'm still locked in mentally, even if my body's not feeling great. Next, we should remember that even nature's inadvertence has its own charm and its own attractiveness. The way loaves of bread split open on top in the oven, the ridges are just byproducts of the baking, and yet pleasing. Somehow they rouse our appetite without our knowing why. Nature's inadvertence has its own charm and its own attractiveness. When we're outside, when I'm outside right now, just being calm, to me that's its own attractiveness within itself. When I look for any type of outdoor activity like snowboarding or like being on the water, it's just all so calm and peaceful, or it can be if you're not with anybody. So just finding these moments and just really appreciating them is something that can be quite undervalued for a lot of us, as we always have so much going on. But just sitting in the silence, sitting in the hands of nature, the hands of the world that has been created for us, it just makes it feel okay. It just makes you feel at peace. At least it makes me feel at peace. So that's another reason I'm extremely thankful that I'm in the Pacific Northwest, because like this is just always like, it's about that time of the year where it's getting nice out. You know, if you stay out here, like once it gets past like April and then it gets into kind of like May-ish. My birthday is in May, so May is a good month, but May, June, July, August, September, like those are peak months out here in the Pacific Northwest where we at. So it's like you can't feel nothing, you can't be nothing but to be happy. You boarded, you set sail, you've made the passage, time to disembark. If it's for another life, well, that's nowhere without God on that side either. If to nothingness, then you no longer have to put up with pain and pleasure or go dancing on attendance on this battered crate, your body, so much inferior to that which it serves. One is mind and spirit, and the other earth and garbage. It's like, I want to like just give y'all a second to like really process that. If it's for another life, well, there's nothing without God on that side either. If to nothingness, then you no longer have to put up with pain and pleasure or go on dancing attendance on this battered crate, your body, so much inferior to which it serves. So much inferior to which it serves. Our body, like I was just saying, is only like, it's only a small part in our soul, in our universe, our nature. Because obviously, like, your body can allow you to have advantages at certain things or disadvantages at certain things, but your mind can make up for all that. If you have a strong enough will, you have a strong enough mind, then these barriers that your brain has, or that your body has put in front of you, you will be able to break those and push your body even further than you thought you could, because you have a will, because you have the strength of fighting for something that's bigger than yourself, fighting for the natural state of the universe. Once you start teaming up with the natural state of the universe, stuff just starts to kind of get rolling. But when you're teaming up with evil all the time and staying stagnant, that's how you get stuck, and that's how you get into these states of stillness, of stagnation, of nothingness, of everything that you're doing is pointless because it's not going towards your real journey, towards your real end goal, which in reality is the only thing that we should be striving for, as that is our purpose on this universe. Don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about other people unless it affects the common good. It will keep you from doing anything useful. You'll be too preoccupied with what so is doing, and why, and what they're saying, and what they're thinking, and what they're up to, and all of the other things that throw you off and keep you from focusing on your own mind. Did I not just say this? We should never, ever allow for people to throw us off unless they're on our team, unless we know that they're doing things for the common good, for the grand goal of nature, whatever that may be. Then we can start to agree with them. Then we can start to work out with them and like do things with them. But until then, we must not put too much thought into other people's thoughts if we don't know where those thoughts are coming from. Because let's say, for example, I'm just gonna relate to basketball again. Let's say everybody on the team is passing the ball around. It's like a good swing, and then you just have somebody dribble, shoot. Now, do we think that is for the good of the common goal, or is that selfish? Because if that's selfish, then off the rip, that's already evil. That's already in the same level. That's the same vibrations of stagnation. Versus if we have somebody who everybody's sharing the ball, you get a wide open layup, everybody can feel good about that. Everybody can feel like I did my part when it led to that. Therefore, the common goal will be shared amongst everybody else, and people will be more willing to fight for it because they are more connected to it. If you have somebody doing everything for you, it's like in a school project. That's actually another example. It's like a school project. If you have everybody like doing stuff for you, then you're not gonna ever feel a real like connection or a real pride about the project. But if you're the one doing it, then you're gonna feel a real connection. You're gonna have a lot more behind it. You're gonna really care about it. You're gonna understand it. Because that's the other thing that we're forgetting, is this piece of understanding. Not understanding why things are happening, but accepting that and understanding that they happened because of the higher power above me has wanted that to happen. So I think I used this quote. It's like not wanting to know the reasoning, but wanting to know the end goal. Because oftentimes we want to know like the little small like details, like why did this happen? But in reality, it's like okay, this happened as a whole. If we back up for a second, instead of looking at the individual things, we can see the bigger picture, and we can see why certain things were happening and why certain things kind of go the way that they do. And it just makes it a lot easier for us to kind of move along and just be a lot more confident in the way that we're moving. The mind of one set straight and purified, no pus, no dirt, no scabs. And that's how we want to have our minds. The mind of one set straight and purified, no pus, none of that BS, no dirt, and no scabs. We don't want to allow for people to scar us. That's the scabs. That's how I look at the scabs. Dirt. We don't want to allow people to involve us in their nasty vibrations. You don't want to get dirt put on your name. You don't want to get put in those conversations with the nasty vibrations. And no pus. That's the excess. That's the excess information that we don't need. Because we're just so provided with so much information nowadays. But the pus, that excess information, is what we don't need. Oh my gosh. So that was book 3. Or that was book 4 and 3. Dang, your boy kind of got through that one a little quicker. I can't lie. There's one more thought. What's there to complain about? People's misbehavior, but take into consideration that rational beings exist for one another. That doing what's right sometimes requires patience, and that no one does the wrong thing deliberately. So that's why, again, it's like other people's nature. If we're taking other people's nature, for example, a lot of people may think that they're doing the right thing because their nature may be evil. Their nature, what they're used to, or what they think their nature is, may be evil. But in reality, we know that's nobody's nature. But when you get to the point of telling yourself that it's okay to be negative, it's okay to be part of stagnation, it's okay, like I could take a little break, like I don't gotta improve myself because I'm already the greatest. That's where we start to see these negatives. And then I think also for me, that if you know me like in real life, you know like I'm not like that. Doing what's right sometimes requires patience. You know me, like I'll give y'all a little game. I'm like an only child, so like if I like something happens like when I was younger, like it would just be based on like my type of time. So like if I'm ready to go, then we ready to go, that type of thing. So it's funny now, like living with I had a couple of roommates a couple years ago, and they ended up knowing that. But it was funny because it was like I had to work on that. That was something like I had to work on quite a bit, because I was just like, let's go. But in reality, it's like, okay, like other people take a little longer to get up, other people take a little longer to get ready, blah, 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 blah. So it's not even like it's on them. It's just like, that's just everybody. Like in a team aspect, I've had to like learn that. So it's just, for me, patience was something that I struggled with, in that now it's like, once you start putting in the work within nature's way, patience becomes almost like non-existent, because you're seeing improvement every day. You're seeing fulfillment. You're feeling fulfilled every day. You're feeling like you're on your right path. So it's like patience it's not as demanding as it was at some points for me. Like it's easier to be patient now than it was. And so I think that's just like, for me, that's something that I'm just continuing to try to work on every day, and just develop, and just continue to just get better, and just be happier, find my purpose, fulfill my purpose. It's about to be spring, so my purpose of being outside is going to expand even more. So I'm just really excited. I appreciate y'all so much. This is a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. If you got anything from this, like, it's just me yapping, but I don't know, maybe y'all got something from this. So I just appreciate y'all so much. If you're watching this, like, sub, comment. I don't know, I'm just having a lot of fun just getting smarter. So I hope y'all getting smarter with me, and we gonna keep getting smarter together every single day, whether it's the short or it's the long form video. This was chapters 3 and 4 of the meditation series, so I'll probably have another, I think there's 12 books, so another 4 episodes probably of this. So yeah, but I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all see the broken chair in the back, but yeah, have a good one. Bow. Bye.